Well, we drove a ways this week, drove through 50-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. We're all the way down here in Kansas, and we froze up last week in North Dakota. It's starting to warm back up now, but a lot of birds have left us and pushed to the south here. And obviously Kansas, you think of whitetail hunting, but I think waterfowl hunters that are in the know appreciate Kansas as just one of those hot spot areas in the central flyway for ducks and geese. And so we're excited to get down here. It's hot down here, 70 degrees. I feel like we're gonna need suntan lotion. Kill them, take them. Mallards, pintails, green-winged teal, blue-winged teal, gadwell. Just a classic puddle duck hunt. Rooster! Boy, look at the tail on that rooster.
Passion for the Hunt is brought to you by Shields, Crestliner Boats, Benelli Firearms, Federal Premium Ammunition, North Dakota Tourism, Primos Hunting, Long Haul Trucking.
We're here set up on a blistery cold morning. We scouted out this pond. We've been having a few hundred mallards and teal and other various ducks sitting in here. Our setup this morning is we have a good northwest wind. Birds ought to come in and work right across the front of us where we get some good crossing shots right into the wind.
Well, we drove all the way down to Kansas, and I think, for hunters, everybody thinks of Kansas as big whitetails, but I tell you what, waterfowl hunters that are in the know realize that Kansas is definitely one of those hotbeds in the central flyway. The beauty of this is, we freeze up in North Dakota. We can come down here in November, December, all the way into January and experience some phenomenal waterfowl hunting.
Kill him.
We're getting set up in the morning, and it's just this tiny little shallow pond in the corner of a pasture. It was pretty unassuming, and obviously, Josh and the rest of these guys, they found a bunch of birds using this, and it was just a little day pond where these birds are coming off the refuge. They would drop down for some water and then go out to field feed. And these birds, some of them, some of these birds came in from so high. It's just, it's such a fun way to hunt ducks is when, you look up, 100 yards, 150 yards, and these birds are just cupped up, dropping straight down, When you hunt little water, obviously you have to be on the X. There has to be birds that want to go there, but if they do, it's a one-way ticket into there. And it's just a really neat spectacle watching birds try to land in something like that.
Kill him. Good shooting, fellas.
A lot of ducks in the air. A lot of birds around. We're just changing the pocket a little bit here. See what this next group does.
Kill that single. Beautiful green winged drake. Pretty as they get. Got a lot of geese here. We're making a little shift in the decoys. The wind's got us and the birds are looking like they want to land on the backside of the decoys. So we're making a little shift to give them more of a cushion. Try and get them right here in front of the blind. Plenty of bird action. We just got to get them right in front of us so we can get them killed.
So, you know, typically when you set up your blind and you set up your decoys, you know, you have the decoys in front of you, which is pretty, you know, that's pretty standard practice for duck hunting. You know, with geese, the way geese will come into decoys, you can downwind a goose spread and basically pass shoot the geese as they come in, but that doesn't work very well for ducks. Just the way ducks move through the air differently, they can maneuver a lot more, and so typically you always have to have the decoys, for a big percentage of the decoys, at least the pocket out in front of you. But with that being said, you know, sometimes you get in situations where either because of how the property lays out and where you can hunt or where the cover is, sometimes you have to set up, especially on small water, or even we've done this out in the field where we'll have the blind set up and we'll have the decoy spread in front of us, we'll have the wind blowing at our face. The birds will basically be coming over your shoulder or coming over from the side and coming in front of you, and they'll be backpedaling and landing down in front of you, where they'll be facing into the decoys, where they'll be facing away from you at times. And that can be a deadly strategy, you know, especially too sometimes when the birds are getting a little stale and they're getting a little bit stale to concealment options, you know, where they're starting to pick out blinds and look for trouble, is if you can keep that area in front of these birds where they're looking, or the decoy spread and everything in front just barren, where there's no hunters, there's nothing to worry about from concealment, they're not necessarily looking for trouble behind them. And so, you know, we do that on geese a lot, we do that on ducks. Sometimes that's just a deadly tactic that works well, and sometimes, you know, you don't have any choice. You know, the way this pond was laid out today, where the cover was, where we could set up the A-frame along the fence line, that's where we had to set up and make it work. I can tell you what, you know, over the years, there's been a lot of times where we've done that on purpose.
Blue wingers. Kill it.
Single up top to the left.
Kill him. He's right above us. Kill him.
All right, nice pintail.
Good stuff.
There it is.
Atta girl.
Now watch this single right here. Kill him.
Take up. Hey. Well, that was pretty. Flock of teal came in, landed on the far side of the decoy spread. Another duck came in, boom. Teal get up, got a couple more of those, so that was cool. Been a fun hunt. Look at that, just gorgeous green-winged teal. Look at that beautiful color on them. Yeah, that's gorgeous. They get a few cinnamon teal down here too, which I found interesting. There's a few blue-winged teal around, which we haven't seen blue-winged teal in North Dakota for months. Pretty neat. So we had mallards, pintails, green-winged teal, blue-winged teal, gadwell. Just a classic puddle duck hunt.
This is what we came here for. That's the pintails and teal. A few mallards. Gotta get it done. Right here, y'all watch him.
Kill him. Take him. That was nice, huh? Hey. Yeah.
Oh, they did it pretty too, huh? Beautiful drake, gadwell. As pretty as they come. Kill him. That mallard right here was up 200-300 yards. He just locked up and came straight in. Atta girl, Belly. We'll take one more green like at the finish.
You know, just a fun hunt, a variety of ducks. And what's so cool about here compared to, where I live and where I spend most of my time hunting is that, we get a variety of ducks. End of September is when the resident season opens in North Dakota. Most of our hunting takes place through the month of October. And we'll start to see some nice plumage on birds towards the end of October. But when you come down here in November or December, you're just gonna see some of the most beautiful ducks. I mean, we've seen blue-winged teal, green-winged teal, gadwells, pintails, mallards. Everything is just, in really nice plumage. And so if you wanna, shoot a beautiful bird to mount, for example, this would be a great option. Just fun seeing all these different ducks and seeing the plumage that, we don't get to see a lot of at home.
What we have here is our floater trailer, and we started out with just a few decoys, but we go ahead and we fill it up. But we hang all our decoys and our goose and duck floaters in here. We try and keep them all organized. All our chairs fit in here, our floaters in here. Basically, anytime we hunt a water, this trailer comes with us. We try and keep everything in here that we need to hunt a watershed. Every once in a while, we'll put a few full bodies in case we have a little feed that's coming out of a watershed. But basically, this is how we keep our floater trailer together. We also have a trailer that we use for the field that's organized the same way, but with all full bodies for field use. Well, that makes a wrap right here at Flyway Central Outdoors. We've got a good 4-man limit. We're gonna head back to the camp now. This cold weather, I think we're gonna cook us a little Cajun gumbo. See y'all soon. So we're back at camp. We finished a nice little hunt this morning. We're gonna get us a little gumbo going. Browning the meat down. We're gonna brown our chicken down and then get the sausage and everything in it, and then we'll start the roux going. And stand by for the finished product. Every good Cajun cook gotta have a good partner. Hey, Miss Bailey, what doing? A gumbo starts with a roux base, which is flour and oil cooked down till it darkens up. And it's basically cooked down and then added water to it. It's like most people would call a soup, but it's made out of flour and oil and water. Here we're making a chicken and sausage one, and it can be made with anything from shrimp, crabs, and pretty much whatever flavor you really want. We're gonna go ahead and put the last ingredients in the gumbo. We're gonna go ahead and put a little smoked sausage and some andouille sausage in there. You know, look down here. Ow, she's falling apart. So we got a little rice cooked in the kitchen, and we're gonna go ahead and serve this up, and we're gonna see what our little northern people think about this.
Work the weight.